What is up, local artists? It is your personal local artist, Bo Thomas, here to show you some of the coolest sculptures going around the internet right now. Like truly mind-blowing works of art. Maybe you've seen them, they're pretty well known. I haven't seen most of them. I haven't even seen this video, so let's jump into it together. I personally am a sculptor. Let me know in the comments if you're a sculptor or if you're an artist. Check out my sculptures on Instagram. And I would love to follow you back because right now I'm following everyone that follows me. So let's just jump right into this video. Like I said, follow me on Instagram. I have some cool sculptures myself. Let me know if you're an artist. I love connecting with other artists. Let's jump right into it. All right. This one's so cool. Hippos, most dangerous sculpture on the planet, right? A whole bunch of them. All right, so this one's pretty cool. I'm going to call it like that amazing, honestly. This one I have personally seen and walked under. It wasn't this one exactly, but it's like a series. They have a whole series of these sculptures. The one I saw was in the San Francisco MoMA, the SF MoMA, Museum of Modern Art, and he had a whole bunch of them. Not this size. This is truly a spectacle to see. I think it's a spider this size, but the exhibit I saw was a bunch of tiny ones, almost like a Russian doll sorts of spiders coming out. But yeah, pretty amazing. Honestly, I mean, it's incredible, but I think we're just warming up. This seems like a warm-up to me because this is more of like a scale incredible. Okay, yeah, that is pretty incredible. That's pretty incredible. Yeah, scale's a great way to go incredible. Honestly, if you scale, texture, if you just go extreme with any of these, I'm a fan. It's the maximalist in me. Wow. Okay, so this one, we're starting to get real cool. I like it. I like it a lot because I've been thinking a lot about this. And sometimes art is just knowing what to take out, right? And this is so cool because you could just take a picture at different levels, like the boat. You could take a picture with the boat going through it, it's his heart, you know? Or you could like just pose in it. I mean, you can create, the art creates new art every day with each new sunset, each new moment. Whatever's behind it is now a part of it. It's actually like it's like a piece of art that's interacting with the environment. You know, there's an installation. That's what the word I was looking for. It's an installation art because it's so, whatever's behind it, like the speedboat or whatever is behind it, it just makes such a difference in it. I wish there was a video showing it because it would be so impactful, right? Where the little lighthouse is located, it could be his heart, wherever it's at in his body would make a difference, you know, whatever organ you put it for, if it's like his liver or something, you could like, he's a sailor, right? And it's where his liver's at, so it has meaning. I'm just saying, you could create a lot of meaning by what you put in there, just the absence of it. You know, maybe these people are off to work and this is what they're missing as they go. Wow, okay. Now we're getting deep. Wow, this was very fast. You know how I was kind of scoffing in the beginning? I take it back. We're instantly in no man's land. What the heck is this? I want to break free. I want to break free. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. It is terrifying. That's what I love about it. I don't know what's going on. I can't even talk. Wow. Truly beautiful work in the best way, you know what I mean? Wow. What else we got? Huh. Look at that. The Fountain of Youth. Okay, initially I don't love that name, but titles are very tricky, and I'm going to sit with it and think about it for a while. So let's forget I said anything about that. What I do love about it, I love how it's a play, how they made it seem, they won me over because it's magical. Like, where is this faucet? It's seemingly coming out of the air, right? Magic. The scale is magical. They've created magic. I always say good art is good magic, you know? It's not really magic. It's more of a transformation, and like, you know, the artist knows what's going on. It's magic to me, so I love this piece. Beautiful. Okay, so it's like a library coming out of the ground. You know, I don't think that was on the same caliber as other ones. Watch where you're going. Nah. This person has the order kind of messed up. Okay, so their fingertips. This person has the Midas touch. Anytime his fingers touches someone, I'm just kidding. It's actually from people touching it. It rubs off. I saw this statue in Greece where it was a giant sculpture in the The sculpture's toe was this color because it was good luck to rub the toe. And when they rub it, they're polishing it, so all these fingers are polished. I'm surprised his nose not polished. Very interesting that people kind of all gravitate towards certain things. Maybe it's a cultural thing to rub one of his fingers, because it looks like the ring finger. Maybe it depends on what you want, right? The ring finger gets you married, middle finger, and the, pinky finger for style or something. Oh, cool. That almost looks like Frida Kahlo, right? Very cool. Yeah, I love the use of negative space. If there's something I really appreciate, it's good use of negative space. And just the interaction with the environment. Very cool. Oh yeah, baby. I don't even know what this is yet, and I love it. Okay, so in my early, not my grad school, but before that, let's take it back to the undergrad at California State University, Monterey Bay. I had this series that was near and dear to my heart called the Steps Not Taken series. And it started out by me finding these random shoes in places that look, the story, I would just walk upon the story. I was a photographer and I found these shoes. They were little baby shoes and they were so precariously placed that it felt like a story. And ever since then, I've been taking pictures of shoes called Steps Not Taken in places. Check it out on my Instagram. I'll follow you back, like I said. And so I have a love for shoes. I think they tell such an amazing story. You could tell a lot by someone's shoes, What are they doing? Are they soccer cleats? Are they work boots? Are they artist shoes? Oh my God, you should see my paint shoes. They're covered in paint. They're a work of art themselves. So you could tell a lot by someone's shoes. And just placing them there, the absence of the person, it looks like they're good movement. There's movement with no movement, right? If you place one in front of the other. I love using shoes in artwork. It's truly, I do. Wow, okay, now we're getting fancy. It's beautiful, it's polished, and it's huge. Oh my God, it's so big. How do you even make something like that? Wait, that's a smaller one. Cool, they have iterations around the world. God, there's so many levels to this game. That seems a little sad. Just hanging out. Just a sad man hanging out. Cool, see what else we got. That's playful. Creativity takes courage. That's a cool title, but I'm not sure how this really plays with I'm not sure if the two are conjoined, I would say. Just if I'm just, instant reaction. Obviously, I love this, but, I'd say that title takes courage. Oh my gosh, is that part of it? No, it's just okay, very cool. Very, very cool. I thought initially they were playing with, idea, like they made a super realistic looking human on top of the wood sculpture, but I love the idea of using recycled materials. I myself have done a ton of artwork using recycled materials. I made a Godzilla sculpture out of plastic that I collected along the beach. For weeks I walked up and down the beach collecting plastic that drifted up. I collected some of my own plastic that I was using. I became really conscious of my plastic footprint I was using. I was trying to use as little plastic as possible, but I created this giant Godzilla sculpture. It was like 9 feet tall in my living room of my 1-bedroom apartment. It was like nothing. It was huge sculpture out of the plastic I'd found on the beach, and I created Godzilla because Godzilla comes out of the ocean, right? And he's out of the plastic that's in the ocean. His commentary on all the plastic building up on the ocean. This is a theme in my work, and I just feel like, check it out on my Instagram. Yeah, you can see it on my Instagram. I had a projection playing in the back. It was this whole thing I did for this very small art show, and everyone in the art show was like, you made art specifically for this? What? Like they were just taking art, which is totally fine. It's totally cool to take art you just made and enter it into a show to just be there. But it was in my undergrad, I had made this giant sculpture with projection, and there was a mirror that painted, and there was a reflection on us. I did this whole thing, and I remember the head of the department came by and she was like, "You made this for this?" And I was like, like. Probably seem like a maniac, but I love it. I love the reduce, the reuse, recycle. It's good. It's great scale. They made it look like muscle, the wood. They transformed the wood and made it look like something else. Very well done. This one, nope, not it for me. Sorry. Wow, this reminds me of one I saw down in Los Angeles. It's a bunch of light posts. Interesting. I like these blind reactions where you're not really hearing like what the artist is saying about it. It's just like what do you feel? So let me know in the comments. What do you feel about these? If you know like what they're about, let me know. Letting go. Wow. Oh, it's a dandelion. I love this piece. Oh my god. This is so freaking amazing. I'm not even joking. I've never seen this before and I love it. Okay, so first reaction, it's fairies holding giant dandelions and they're blowing in the wind. I made a sculpture, a giant dandelion with little spores like that floating off. Almost exactly like this piece. I've never seen this before. It's amazing. I love how artists can have such similar minds. I didn't do an amazing fairy with it. I mean, kudos to this artist for, doing that. I was in a welding class at my graduate, school. It wasn't even a class. It was just we had access as graduates to the welding studio. So we had 24-hour access. So I was in there at midnight welding this giant dandelion, music playing. No one else was in there. No one else ever used it, period. You know what the messed up thing was? Is that the department said I needed to not use so much of the material because we needed we needed to allow other people to use it. And no one else used it. The whole year, no one else used it. And they actually restricted my access. They said I was using too much metal. And they said they needed to save it for the other people. And no one else was signed up for the metal class. No one was ever in it. I'm not even exaggerating. 0 people for the rest of the year because you have to sign in, log in. It was all me doing it. It was all me. And they said I was using too. I was like, who else is going to use it? Anyway, I go on a rant. Anyway, this is beautiful. Please check out my Instagram to see the dandelion because this is very close to what I did in the best way. I love when artists line up. We should not be fighting with each other and being like, you stole my idea or anything. No. This just means that we have something in common and we should link up and do a collaboration piece. And this person's way better than me. Look, they did 3 of them. Triple width. Oh, they're beautiful too. It's so beautiful. Wow. Takes my breath away. Which is funny. I blew out like a dandelion, you would. Power of books. Oh, I've been thinking about doing this too. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I have a large collection of books that I've already read and I want to make art out of, but part of me thinks it's super disrespectful to the book to but at the same time it's so cool and this person's doing it justice. I wasn't going to paint on it like this. I was going to carve into the books and make like a 3-dimensional things out of it. Like, yeah, that's kind of different than what this person is doing. You can still like read the book and stuff. Anyway, I haven't done it yet. This person's already done this and it's amazing. It's way different than anything I would do. This is the beautiful thing about art, is even if I were to try to copy this person's work, I couldn't do it. You can't copy my work, I can't copy your work. Even if we use the same materials and try to do the same thing, it's still different, I mean, I guess there's people that are like professionals at copying, Van Goghs and stuff like that, so they try to do it. I'm just saying realistically, no matter how close you try to shoot for the same target, it's usually, the artist usually puts themselves in the work. So even if you try to copy my work and I try to copy your work, they're still going to be able to taste the essence of the artist in the, whatever they're cooking. Whoa, holy cow. Art that moves you, a psychedelic experience. As Salvador Dali said, I am drugs. Holy cow. That's next up. That's goals for me. Personally, this is high fine art. Oh my god. This is the finest art. Wow. If that's number 4. It's a giant. Honestly, even though it is a giant, I get that they're implying there's more underneath it. I think we've seen scale that's larger than this. In some of the earlier ones, I think there was larger scale. I like the implication that there's a huge giant underneath there. Plays with the mind, but no, that shouldn't be number 2. I'm sorry. Very cool. Love it. Creepy. Perfect for Halloween, but not number 2 in my opinion. Nope, that one, the number 4 should be number 2. Let's see what the number 1 is. Come on, number 1. Number 1. Follow your art. Okay, so a pun. Pinkman pun. Interesting. Initial reactions. Play-Doh. Okay. I see. That's one I gotta hear the story behind. Some art you gotta hear the story behind. Other art just takes your breath away. You know, and that's okay. I love a good story. I think a good story is something that has been appreciated since the beginning of time. You know, you go around a campfire, tell a story, we laugh, we connect on a certain level. You're like, wow, I also didn't understand that art piece. We have so much in common. But at the end of the day, we're artists here. Please follow me on Instagram. I hope I didn't say that too many times. I just want to follow you back, honestly. I don't even want the followers like that. I just wanted the connection, genuinely. I have a lot of followers, but I don't really have a lot of connections on there. If I'm being completely transparent, it kind of makes me sad how many followers I have and how many people actually connect with me on there and just show interest in each other's work. And I'm sure you felt that before, where you post something and you're like, man, I'm not getting the type of engagement I was hoping for. So I'll be engaging. I'll try to set the tone. I'll comment on your stuff too. If you comment on mine, I'll definitely comment on yours. You don't even have to comment right away. Just follow me to let me know you're out there, and I'll start stalking you in the best way, artistically. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to start cranking out a whole bunch of these videos. So please click that follow button, leave a like, helps the algorithm and stuff like that. And I'll see you next time. Peace!